This is Patricia Finney, also known as P.F. Chisholm. I write the Sir Robert Carey 16th century historical crime novels, and this is the historical novelist guide to ... breakfast. Because one of the first videos I made was about getting up in the morning, and a lot of people asked, quite reasonably, did they have breakfast? And the answer is yes, but not immediately. Because generally speaking, most people who were working people, and that was most people because the whole of the middle and upper class, that's gentlemen and aristocrats all together, there were about 1,000 families in the country who were at that level. Most people were ordinary, most people worked on the fields, in towns, they were working people. If they were working people, they had to do the urgent jobs. So first they got up, then they got dressed, they may wash their face and hands, they then went out and did the urgent jobs. And the urgent jobs for a woman were: they should sweep the house, tidy, milk the cows and strain the milk, feed the calves and dress the children. And then they could have their breakfast. Men had to feed the livestock, muck out the horses and oxen, and sort out harnesses. So you were doing quite a lot of work. And then you would have your breakfast. And there were two basic ways of having it. Either you would just take a bit of bread, some cheese, perhaps some butter, and some ale with you, and you'd have that wherever you were as a break. But it was quite common for people to sit down to a proper family breakfast with the children there, the servants there, and then you could expect to eat something hot. And what you could eat? You could eat, if it was a fish day, that meant Wednesday or a Friday, you couldn't eat meat. So you'd have kippers. And if you weren't very well off, you'd probably have porridge. Made with oatmeal, by the way, and water and salt, not the modern horror of milk and sugar. Water and salt. I don't like porridge anyway, but I can just about eat that. But what if you were a bit better off, or you could afford splashing out a little bit? What would you have? You'd have bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs, probably with sausage, in the autumn with mushrooms. Just that wonderful English breakfast. And even at this stage, you still had people moaning about whether it was healthy. Example. Andrew Boorde, spelt B-O-O-R-D-E, in the 1550s, and I'm basing this on Ruth Goodman's wonderful, wonderful book, How to Be a Tudor. He was concerned about what people ate for breakfast. And he said that bacon and fried eggs, such as labouring men eat, are not good for a gentleman. A gentleman should have poached eggs. So it's going back 500 years and you've already got people complaining about how unhealthy it is to have bacon and eggs. Sorry, I love it. Proper English breakfast, that's fantastic. So you've got the two situations. You would sit down as a family, even if you were a servant, you would sit down with the family. There was much less of that upstairs, downstairs nonsense in the Elizabethan era than there was later on, Victorian times. And you would eat with the family, or if you couldn't manage to do that, or you were going out to a far distant field or something like that, you'd take some bread and cheese with you, and that's what you'd have. Or maybe sausage, because sausage was a better thing back then. So that's the story. Breakfast, there you go. Good old English breakfast, at least some of the time for some of the people. So this is Patricia Finney, also known as P.F. Chisholm. If you enjoyed, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, scroll down, leave a comment. Go and find my Facebook page on my Patricia Finney author page. And please, the best thing you could do, if you haven't already done it, is go to my website, patriciafinney.com, and sign up for my email list. And then I'll be able to send you all these much more easily, you see. You won't have to come looking for them. So sign up for my email list. And this is Patricia Finney saying farewell.